So 1968 is closing in on the end of the year, and Elvis has been signed for a television special with NBC, and as part of the deal, the major program sponsor is a company called Singer, who produced sewing machines, and they actually had specific retail stores like Singer retail stores that you could go into and pick out your sewing machine. And as part of the deal, Singer landed a deal for an exclusive Elvis album that you could only get in a Singer store. And that album is Singer presents Elvis singing Flaming Star and Others. And that's a mouthful, if ever I heard one. But this is actually kind of an interesting album. It's one of the first albums that I had on vinyl that I bought myself. And you wouldn't think that it should work as well as it does, because it's basically just a collection of movie songs, starting with Flaming Star, the title song. But it actually works surprisingly well as a country album. It has All I Needed Was the Rain from Stay Away Joe, Too Much Monkey Business, the Chuck Berry song, The Yellow Rose of Texas and the Eyes of Texas from Viva Las Vegas, She's a Machine, Do the Vega, Nightlife, A Wonderful World, and we'll get to the one that everyone that this one's really known for in a second. But for the most part, those other songs encompass. I mean, yeah, Wonderful World is kind of a hippie-ish song, but the treatment is just kind of a pretty song. It doesn't stand apart when you listen to it on the album. It actually fits together pretty well. So not only do Elvis fans who picked this up in 1968 get a bunch of songs that had not been released on record before, but it actually works pretty darn well as a country album. I've always been surprised by the fact that this worked better than it should. The cool thing about this one is that unlike some of those movie soundtracks in between, Speedway just has some pictures on the background from the movie, nothing particular. This one actually has some flavor text, some liner notes and stuff. And when I bought this on vinyl when I was younger, I actually only had the record. I didn't have the sleeve, so I've never seen all this before. So that's why I love this box set. It recreates things. But it says Elvis. The name alone sets off its own individual brand of magic in the entertainment world. Elvis, whose recording career has become a legend with million-selling records unequaled in the world of popular music. Elvis, whose films have established him as a box office attraction of top star magnitude. The impact of the Presley voice and personality has taken the young man from Tupelo, Mississippi, to the heights of show business fame, with a following of fans whose loyalty and devotion are unswerving. In 1968, he has a solid fan base, and he still does. I mean, obviously he does, and he did. But you wouldn't have necessarily known that by 1968 if you were living at the time, I don't think. But anyway, here for all these fans is Elvis's first premium album. Premium. Featuring 10 songs, many previously unreleased. The Singer Company, in cooperation with RCA Records, is proud to bring you these great performances by Elvis, a giant of entertainment. A giant of entertainment. I like a giant of entertainment better than I like the King of Rock and Roll. That's a whole different story, though. So the big song that was the big reveal on this one was a little sneak preview of a song recorded live at the NBC television studios, Burbank, California, and it was Tiger Man. This was the first glimpse that Elvis was getting serious. This, for a lot of fans, who hadn't been paying attention, this is where you would have gotten your first glance that Elvis was heading back to rock and roll in a big way. Because Tiger Man is absolutely ferocious. He just goes. There really aren't words to describe how powerful that performance is, and it's almost offensive that it got cut from the original version of the '68 comeback special. I don't know how many fans, actually, younger fans today, know that. We've seen it in different incarnations on DVD that have been reconstructed from the original elements, but in its original broadcast, Tiger Man was actually not in the special. It was just on this little album, and it was replaced in the special with Blue Christmas because, well, we'll get to that story when we get to that. But Tiger Man was the standout song on this in particular. Even though you had the strength of more contemporary stuff, as far as, because some of this stretches back to like Flaming Stars from 1960, and it spans basically the breadth of the 60s, starting in 1960 and ending with Tiger Man. And so with so much variety, this shouldn't work as good as it does, but it works really well, and then it ends on such a high note that I couldn't imagine finishing this record in 1968 and then not being so excited to hear what Elvis had in store in his TV special. So, this is a really good album, surprisingly. Better than it should be. But it helps that there are some choice songs on here. All I Needed Was the Rain has always been one of my favorites. Coincidentally, it's actually raining outside my house right now, and I'm just hoping that it doesn't thunder again. But I'm kind of just going, all I needed was the rain when I'm filming this. Anyway, yeah, I would definitely recommend Elvis Sings. Singer Presents Elvis Singing Flaming Star and Others. So, moving along.